Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Ohio and American Life Farming. And today we're going to be dealing with this. We have this massive pile of manure that my cows keep climbing up. So we're going to clear this out. We're going to go and get this sold and get ourselves in some extra money for the farm. To do that, we're going to need a couple of things. We've got our telehandler out here already. We're going to head over to this shed here and grab the TLX, the Phoenix, and get the lights on that because it's early morning here. Oh, I can't see anything. It's early morning, and well, I say early morning. It's 8:36 in the morning, and being middle of winter, it's still fairly dark at this time. This is probably going to take a few loads to clear this out. We haven't been doing a lot of manure recently, so it's a pile that has grown and sat there, and then it's just kind of been ignored a little bit. So hook that up, hook up all of those, and we'll just pull this out and over to here. I do think it might be quite useful to have a conveyor belt to do this job. And in fact, yeah, I'm not going to go with the conveyor belt because I don't really want to spend the money at the moment. But we can just get our telehandler and do this. It'll take a little while to get it done, but we should get a nice amount of money. It's then how quickly we can sell this off at the BGA. It is the only place that takes it. It's $180 per 1,000 liters, so it's not going to be overly well paid, this. Oh, come on, there we go. But it is going to bring us in some money, and it is going to clear space on the farm, so that's always a good thing. It's amazing how different the farm looks at the moment without those trees, with those trees all having gone. So when the new year comes, I'm definitely going to want to be replanting some trees or some bushes or putting something into the farm over there, because at the moment it's looking very empty. And then make sure we're not getting any snow in here as well as the other thing. We've got that little bit of snow in the doorway, and I kind of want to avoid getting that. And yeah, hopefully this will make us a decent amount of money, but it is going to take a little while to get it up and filled into our trailer with this nearly 3,000 litre bucket. So after about 5 loads into here, I don't think we've got that much in. We are at 15%, which is not too bad. I was actually thinking, oh, it's going to take forever, but to be honest, I don't think it is. We have a decent, we have a decently sized bucket on here. It's one of those things where I would spend. So on this, I'm looking at spending a huge amount of money to get the conveyor belts if I wanted to do it that way, and it's just not worth it. It's just, whoa, there we go. I've got a small pile down here. Now I've had an issue on here before where stuff I've put on the ground I've then not been able to pick up, like this. So that now, for some reason, I can't pick that up with the bucket, which is weird. It's so odd, and the only way I can clear that is to go into here, start landscaping, and smooth it like that. And it's just, yeah, very odd that stuff on the ground like that just then causes that kind of problem. So yeah, as I was saying, we're looking at getting maybe, oh god, maybe 10,000 for this entire trailer full. It's not a massive amount. It'll cost us 5,000, I think, just for the small conveyor. Let's have a look. Belt systems. Yes, so it's going to cost us more to do this than we'd get from those two. Although, I'm willing to bet that there's quite a few more loads in here than... oh, not again. This one actually looks like manure, though. Maybe this will pick up. Yes. Yeah, it seems to be when it gets the snow around the base of it. But I think we... Well, this is the thing. It's not going to work that well for us if we do this with the conveyor, and it's only going to be worth doing it that way if we're looking at doing it for a fair amount, and you know, continuing to put straw and stuff in here to make this. I'm not sure it is. Given the time and the effort, I think we're probably better off using liquid manure on here and using the slurry and keeping going on that way. It will save us straw. It will also save us time in loading up, because basically we just take the tanker trailer, load it up, and then transfer that over, rather than, you know, this time-consuming way of having to either the time-consuming way of this that we're doing at the moment, or the whole thing of having to get the conveyor belts. What I might do, though, is hire the conveyor belts. That would be a better way to do it. So, I think that's what we're going to do, because this is going to take forever with this much manure. I'm not a huge fan of the design of this tractor. By that I mean the shape of the cab is not something that I'm particularly fond of. I will say though, it is, as far as visibility and usability goes, it's amazing. You just have this massive round circular viewing that you can see pretty much every single direction with. And the only place that they've put the dividing bit is exactly where you wouldn't be able to see because of the front exhaust anyway. So yeah, it's just an absolutely brilliant design, the cab of this tractor. It's as I said though, it's not one of my favorite looks for a tractor, even if it works really, really well. Right, we are down at the shop, which means we need to get the bits we're going to hire. So we'll lease. We're going to lease these two. We've got the TLX 2020 behind us as well. So let's head into here. Belt systems, and yeah, we're going to need the little lizard, the S710, and we're going to need the Quantum. Those should do the. Now this would be good. If I could get this from the grooming pack, it would be great. I do not have any way of getting that back to my farm, I don't think. I think we would have to go and do that. And also, does this only take potatoes? Nope, it does. It does do other stuff as well. It's kind of a merge of these two. So let's customize that one. We will leave it in the red. And lease that, yes. Okay. And then we want the Quantum as well, and lease that, yes. Okay. So that will keep the price down and the efficiency up. We'll add the big one, or attach the big one to this tractor, and then the little one to the other one, or to the truck. That is still on follow me, so we'll stop that. And then we can connect this up. There we go. Now there is another issue that I have with BCA, which is basically now I've lost all ability to change my shuttle. So I don't want to be reversing anything, because this will not reverse anymore. Let's jump in the TLX. And the sun really doesn't get very high in the sky at this time of year. It's quite a weird thing to see. It'll get a little bit higher, but not much higher. Right, and then like that. Put that up. And yeah, this will not reverse now. And I'm going to drive the TLX back, I think. We'll put the tractor on follow me this time. Because we've got a little bit of a bigger convoy. That is a long way ahead. Let's take that down to... We only will probably want that to be about... Yeah, 29 looks about right. Put the lights on. We'll get some bits shining. And away we go. And get this back to our farm. Back in the yard. And our 4440 is trailing behind a little bit. But that's all right. What we'll do is we'll disconnect this while we're waiting for it. And then we can move this over here like so. And then when the tractor comes in, it'll be good. Fold this up, start the engine, and we'll drive it in. And hopefully it won't pick up this snow. Perfect. And then just shove that into there. Oh. Like so. Right. We can hear the tractors turned up as well. So follow me off on that. Then I want to maneuver things around a little bit. So we'll cut the tractor off. Oops. Jump into the right thing. And just park that over here. And then also move this out the way too, because then we get a nice clear run straight at that shed, like that. Start the engine on this, and we're going to swing it right round and under. Right there. And connect it up. Perfect. Up it goes. Well, that's interesting. I've not seen that before. I need to disconnect that. All right. All right, bring that up. Once we've got that up, I want to extend it out as well. There we go. To get that nice and high and nice and easy for that to work. And then get our truck underneath. And we can go and get this loaded up. So I'll put this over here. And this should be far more efficient way to load this than trying to use our telehandler. It's going to take us forever if I use the telehandler. As much as I thought it might not, we will get this so much quicker doing this way. There we go. So that's under there. Let's turn this on. Start the engine. Turn on the belt. And there we go. Loading up with manure and so much more easily than we were before. And at the rate this is going, We should be loaded up in no time. Almost full. And yeah, we've got about just under 4 more loads of this as well that we can sell off. It's still only going to be, for all of this manure, it's still only going to be about £40,000 or $40,000, sorry. And you can see how much we've taken. We've taken a chunk from there to here. So yeah, there's still lots to go. But the extra little bit of cash from our cows will be very, very much worth it. And we've only got a short distance to get this to the BGA. And to be perfectly honest, at this time of year in winter, we don't have a lot more to do. It really at the moment is a case of trying to do things around the farm that is going to bring us in money, keep things going, and just see if we can top up that little bit of cash we've got. We have a lot of cows now that are above the £1,200 mark. The price has dropped ever so slightly for them, and we're looking at probably mid-spring being a good time for us to sell those, which makes sense. And in fact, what I'm thinking is that we will start buying more cows and a new set of cows come early spring, as I'd originally planned to, but then we will start doing a sell-off in mid-spring, hopefully at the best price, and hopefully at a time when we can also get like 14,000 litres worth. Right, can we back this up to here? I really hope so. Yes, we can. There we go. So this will take 50,000 litres of manure, so it's going to be a slow empty once the first bit of this has gone in. There we go, and about to hit, well, when it gets to 32 we should hit the 50,000 mark, and there we are. So now it'll be just a case of waiting until that goes down a bit more. This is the only downside to a massive trailer, but that needs to drop to to about 20,000 before we can go and empty the rest of this. There we go, we're at 19,700. Let's get the rest of this tipped, and then we can head back to the farm and go and get the rest of this. Yeah, it takes a little while for it to clear, but should do fairly well. There we go, handbrake off. And can I swing this around in this space? Yes, that is, yes I can. So if I get this manure out today, we will make a decent amount of money overnight. We will probably go over $300,000, which would be great, absolutely perfect. In fact, that would be a tipping point, because we want to sell, we want to get the loan below $1 million, and it's currently just over 1,300,000. So that would drop us down below the $1 million mark. Bring it under our loader, and we're under our conveyor, and away we go again, filling this up with another 82,000 litres. And our second trailer is coming up to being full. There we go. Perfect. So I'm just gonna stop that there. Pop in here and see how we're doing. So yeah, we're down to about, well, I was gonna say, oh, we're down to about half, but this does not look like half. Yeah, that is reading a lot more manure than we actually have. I think we probably only got one more trailer load in here. Maybe a little bit over. So it's not going to be quite as long to get all this done. Still going to take us the whole day, because by the time the BGA clears for us to put the other half of each load in, we lose a couple of hours, but this is still worth doing and still going to bring us in a really decent amount of money. I think some of the money that we get from this I probably need to spend on getting something to clean my stuff, because this truck is so mucky. So down to the BGA, pull in as close as we can to the unloading point. It's still gonna need, oh no, there we go. We can do that there. And up that tips. And yeah, it will get down to 32,000, and then we need to, wow, that's still processing stuff. I need this to get empty now in order to actually get the rest of this in here. So it's going to be a little while to get this empty. An hour later, and yeah, almost all of that has been processed. So we can then tip the rest of this like so. 49,000, yeah, so the rest of this should fit in there. And once it's unloaded, we can get this back to our farm. Whoa. There we go, all of that's in. And that is, yeah, that's going to take a little while to get that through. It'll take about another hour for that to process. So we don't really want to be coming back here before 10 past 3 in the afternoon. So we'll just make sure that it takes us that long to load this up back up with the next load. So this time I'm going to do something a little bit different. We're going to pull this under here and get this loading, which is the same as last time. But what I want to do is then start maneuvering the remaining manure that we've got. So we'll put that there, we'll put the handbrake on, and we'll turn it off, because the manure is starting to be a little bit out of reach of our conveyor belt. So we need to move this about a bit. I'm gonna have to come into here with the telehandler and move it. So we'll open up that gate. We'll go grab this telehandler. And I think I can maneuver it through the other gate with any luck. It's just that I'm looking at it and going, well, we know we have a definite area that isn't going to handle this. I think we might have another bit as it goes a little bit further. So open that gate, yeah, and we can get access all around here with this, like so. Close this, and then we'll just pile this up a little bit closer to our, oh wow, that is not going to be very good at that. Look at that. That's no distance at all. We've got to get over the top of this, ideally, I think. Oh, it made it part of the way. It's not going to make it the rest. No. The cows can get over this. My telehandler cannot. Round the end is going to be our best bet. Like so. There we go. Right. And now it is taking that. It is grabbing the stuff at the edge there. Slowly but surely. And there isn't a huge amount left in here. We maneuver around like this, then it will take all of this, and we can be assured that it will take all of this as a result as well. Can't believe how efficient this would actually be to clear all of this out. But here we go. Round. Constantly empty it out. By the time we turn each time, it's already taken that load. We're getting fairly close to the end now. It's grabbing. Oh, it is grabbing from this pile here when it empties. I'm just slightly worried about how far into it can grab, but I don't think it's actually a problem looking at this. This will grab from that section there. It seems to have been grabbing from sort of halfway through this pile as well. Just sort of maneuvering bits here. We're pretty nicely cleaned out at this point. Trailer's still filling. It's just making sure that the full distance is gettable. Sort of took that off the top. Let's see if we can actually get that off there. Wow. And this is the last little bit. Like that there. And there we go. That is emptied. Now, how full is our trailer? Out to here. Open that up. Pretty efficient. That's gone, I think. Right, so we'll head back out and close this up now that that is nice and cleared. How's our trailer looking? Trailer's actually looking fairly full. That's not bad at all. So we'll just park this over here out the way and have a look at this. And yeah, 96%. So this is not a wasted amount at all that we've got in here. It should be pretty good for us. Overall, 3 full-ish loads. Where, oh wow, we are 3,000 litres short. So yeah, almost completely full. Should do us pretty well, and we'll see how much this makes overnight. As we pull into the BGA, how much we got down here? Oh, that has nearly emptied by the looks of things. We're down to 8,200 litres. So we'll get about half of this trailer in, I think. There we go, and tip that. And we can see that go up. And already the sun is setting. It really hasn't got very high in the sky today at all. Look at that go up. 40 and 50,000 litres. There we go. How much left in our trailer? 36,935. So yeah, time to move time on a little bit and make some space in the BGA. That should be about enough space now. And look, the snow started to melt as well. So tip that up. And you can see where we've been driving to get ourselves out of here. It looks like the thaw is on the way and spring is coming. Even if we do still have a couple more days of winter. Oh, it's so close. Look at this. We've got 585 litres left. By the time that goes down and goes back up, that should be enough to empty our last 35 litres And there we go. That is now empty. So that's all done and dusted. And we have got all of our manure sold. It's going to take a little while for that to process. But overnight, we should get a pretty nice payday. Which means that this is a good place to end this video. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.